しみたいな気分真っ赤かすまる走りつる羽美学永遠なんてどこにいても見つかるはずもなくてだけどいつかは今の過去のやるに潜む心まで知らずに済むその手ファンファンファンいやだからって落ちて手に入れたい闇の先
dismiss them. I want them don't move, they don't listen. Now it's drastic, walking with a bang. Salty like they bang. Head up in my face, no space, put it up, I don't fade. I ain't missing no shot, cause I'm always in range.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Weekend Competitors, Round 1 of Week 1. I am your host, Legends Machine, and it gives me great honor to welcome everyone to Week 1 of Round 1 of the Weekend Competitors Tournament. Now, introducing your Weekend Competitors. Party is public as we await our competitors. First up, Maple. Second up, Flix.
I got the toaster. I got the toaster. He got me.
Then we got Fredo.
I do the right foot creep in the Gundam style.
Shazzy, I know, wanted to join, so I'll invite him in. I don't think he played the tournament yet, so get him.
I ride. You think you're the king? No, I'm the king. I draw.
And we got Shazzy.
That's my crown left on Ireland. That's my 17th
How many you
crown.
got?
17.
17? Bro.
What are we doing? Yeah, I know.
Yo,
Back
we're
off.
doing a
Skin tournament, bro.
Get a skin.
Good tournament. Bet.
Hey.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. If you haven't seen my last tournament, you will be muted.
You think you're the king?
All right, so first off, there will be a 10-minute 1v1 break where I will be interviewing the competitors here today. So everybody ready up. Practice for at least 10 minutes, and we will get started. Ladies and gentlemen, we have brought in weekend competitors here, right here. And Grave Pilot said, yo, can I join? Sure. Anyone may join this tournament. As long as you like and subscribe, you will be entered. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen who takes the standings, let me remind you who takes the first place spot all the way from the last place spot as I wait for everyone to get in here. Ladies and gentlemen, who sits in first place, Chunky, aka the Chunky Monkey, sits at 345 points up in first. Second, Kimura. Third place is Aces. Fourth place, HH. Fifth place is Haas. Sixth place, Trapshot. And then the final placement is Zane Bane with 104 points. And now we have weekend competitors right here. As if you don't know who takes the standings, you can check out my community posts under my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, there you will find who takes the placements. Ladies and gentlemen, you only have a 5-minute build and edit time. Practice your edits, practice your buildings, because you are going to need it for 10 single games here in the Booga tournament as we try and see if we can speak to one of the guests here. We're going to go over here to this person. Who's this over here? It looks like we got Flix, so let's interview with him. Flix, welcome to the show.
What's up?
So, I have some things I want to ask you.
Sure.
If you would stop editing for a second.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. So, as you all know, Chunky sits at first place with 345 points. What do you have to do to achieve that many points here today?
I have to just annihilate the lobby and just win this game.
All right. Now you have 5 people watching you right now. So or 3 people now watching you. So what do you got to say to them? Who do you want to shout out?
Just shout out to everyone watching the stream and just stay ready, brother. So,
All right. Well, Flix, I can't wait to see you in the tournament, and I hope you do good, bro. Stay. All right. We're gonna go to our next individual here. We're gonna get to our next person over here. Looks like we got Maple. Let's go ahead and interview with Maple. Oh, never mind. Did I get Maple unmuted here? No, I did not. Okay, let me unmute Maple. Hello, Maple. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the skin tournament. The skin tournament. So, I have a few questions to ask you. What do you have? What's your strategies going into this tournament? I mean, the first place person has 345 points. What do you have to do to achieve that many points here tonight?
Never back down, never give up, and like and subscribe.
All right. Now you have all these people.
Question for you also.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Ask me.
Is it for the 2 tournaments? One person has to guess the skin, or is it one person from each?
So the top 5 people after 3 rounds from every week. So today's week 1, right? So then on round 2, it's gonna be week 2, and then week 3, week 4, week 5, and then that. All right, you understand?
Okay. Wait, so the winners of all the weeks?
So the top 5 people will go straight to the finals, and then the other 5 will have to earn their spot in the same game.
We're competing for finals?
Yeah. So the other losers will.
I have another question.
What? What is it?
What was the question? Shit, I forgot. If I don't make it to finals, can I try again in opens?
Okay, so if you don't make it to finals, there's the last chance tournament. That's basically the other people that didn't reach the top 5 have a last chance tournament. So
I have 2 chances to qualify.
you pretty much have rake 4, which is basically the round 4. That's when people will start putting up their placement, and then the other people will be all put into one Booga end game tournament to see who the top 5 of those people are in the last chance tournament.
Okay, is it the first place for every single opens, or is it like whoever has the most points of all?
Whoever has the most points in tally, because I will be tallying.
So all the 4 people here, if we have all the most points, we all make it to finals.
So whoever scores the most points here will be put on the leaderboard and will knock down either people that played the non-weekend or be bumped up. So, all right. Well, you'll find out when you play it, okay? So Maple, good luck, and we will get to one more interview. All right, so we'll interview. Let's interview Shazzy. Shazzy, how you doing today?
Good, you?
I'm doing very fine, thank you. So, what do you have to do in this tournament to win?
Just kill all the others and hope I get the first place.
All right. All right, well, I hope everything goes to plan for you. Anyone you want to shout out?
Make sure to like and subscribe.
All right, all right.
And Maple.
Okay. All right, everyone. I'm gonna meet you guys now. Well, we're gonna try and ready up, everyone. Here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are only just 1 minute away from round number 1. Who is excited in chat? Because I'll tell you something, these 4 competitors have a hard task to go through, but there only can be one winner to place on the first, second, and third place where they will be granted rewards. So we're just going to make sure that this is now on invite only. Here we go. Oh, Vander wants to join. Vander wants to join. He just barely made it. He just barely made it. I will invite Vander, but he will be muted. He will be muted, unfortunately. All right. Here we go. We want to make sure he's on mute. Now we have another person that joins us. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in for our first match. Remember, 10 matches is all these 5 people get. 10 matches with map code. It's a private game, bro. It's a private game. You have another chance to join if you like and subscribe this week coming up on Thursday, which will be non-weekend week 2 of round 2. All right, everyone. Whoever isn't ready up now. Fredo, you have 5 seconds to ready up. Map code is... I can't actually check when I'm readied up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fredo, you are going to have to be kicked from the lobby, my friend. You waited way too long, therefore you are no longer in the tournament. Everyone else, ready up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the commencing has waited. There's only 4 people in this tournament, so we're going to find out and see who brings the bragging rights here in the weekend tournament. As here we go. Round number 1 starts now. And here we go as we await everyone, hopefully, that gets into this game. We got Vander in. We got Maple in. We have to await 2 more people. We got Flicks in. Who are we missing? We are missing Vander. Or actually, no, we are missing... I think... no, we're missing... Who are we missing? Flicks, Vander, Maple, Shawzy. We're missing Shawzy, so I have to wait till Shawzy gets in, I think. Yep, Shawzy just joined the game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The game has started. Round 1. Match number 1. Here we go. Selecting POI. Here we go. And remember, I will be switching to spectate mode to watch you guys. So no button will be allowed to kill me. Here we go. Looks like we start at Chalker Speedway for game number 1. The battle bus has dropped us in, and here we go. Here we go. The battle bus has dropped, guys, as I will now switch to spectate mode. And here we go. Looks like Maple already taking some tags off. So who is that there? That's Shawzy. Shawzy taking a very massive amount of damage as he's already going to start getting some slap off as they got their placement point after me having to eliminate myself. Vander has a massive high ground advantage. Flix is now facing up against Shawzy here. Shawzy trying to build as high as he can. Is now Flix trying to get through every box, and Flix will take Shawzy out. First elimination for Mr. Flix is now he's going to make those edits. He's going to make himself a box here. And now Maple's on his way down. He's tarping down, trying to get into zone. Those zones are going to be very useful. Look at this. Vander is building up to max height as now Flix is on ultimate height. Vander now is being shot there. He is a 1 HP situation now, and Vander will go down to Maple. Maple now is measuring, waiting for the moment, and now he's being tagged. It's Maple versus Flix for round number 1. Here we go, as now Flix will start firing off some shots. As Flix now, he's studying what he's going to go for here as he go back to Maple here. Maple gaining a bit of high ground. He's now going to get sprayed. And now Flix is going to use that launcher as Maple takes out Flix. Maple taking out the trash as the first set of points roll in. This will put Maple in the first place for weekend number 1, weekend round 1 with 39 points. As Flix takes second. As it gets now intense, as that's only the first game. And here we go. Second game is approaching us. Remember, 10 games, and they have to make this kind of point. So this counts down to what happens. Here we go. Looks like we aim our attention to Frenzy Fields. The battle bus has dropped us down, and here we go. Whoever's shooting me is not allowed to do that. Well, he's gonna get the points anyway now, so I mean... I'm trying to get full damage def here. Oh, Flix is already going to get the points anyway. Alright. Flix already gaining some points. Maple got some points, though. Now it's Vander, Maple, and Flix in the top 3. It looks like Flix spraying out some walls here. That there is, looks to be Maple. Maple popping a slurp here. Is now it's Vander versus Maple. Vander now trying to hold his own here as Vander survived in the top 3. Is Vander now going to try and gain some of that high ground back up. Is now Vander trying to shoot back at Flix. Is now Maple with the slurps. Looks like Flix is going to use that rocket ram over to the barn. Maple now trying to keep away here. Now Flix is way deep into Storm now. Vander's got the only good place he can stay up right now is that high ground, but he has no way of getting down, so he has to be very careful that he doesn't not get sprayed down, as he's going to take some shots over there as he's going to start making his way down. Maple is now starting to make his builds here as Flix just staying still, waiting for the moment to strike as he's in that tree by a bush, as now Maple is going to start making his way. He's going to start shooting Flix out of the sky. And there goes Flix. Maple taking out Flix. What a beautiful maneuver there. As now Maple versus Vander, the top two. Vander now trying to get his max back as now, how much can Vander take? Stuck in Storm as Maple trying to spray at Vander with whatever he can. Vander trying to hold it together, and I don't think Vander will have enough chance. He only has blues, he has 0 whites to his name, and Vander will go down to Maple, unfortunately. Back-to-back wins for Maple. How close can you get in a tournament like this as Maple stakes his claim and keeps his top score of 88 points? With the second game closing, the third game underway here. How personal can this get between these four competitors? As here we go. Looks like we turn our attention to Frosty Flights. As Flix trying everything he can, even having to eliminate me to go to spectate mode, so I can go to spectate mode to try and get those points. Remember, I'm free points, so I mean that is kind of smart maneuvers for Flix to go after me for free points there. But now Shawzy trying to hold his own here. He actually has 6 points when he takes the third place spot in this round. He's waiting in that box as Maple actually takes out Vander. If we go to Maple right now, he's actually on his way. He's going to try and get some of his soft mats back. He's staying well hidden. As now he's actually being sprayed from a distance. That's Shawzy ripping at some shots from in front of Maple. Is now Shawzy with that twin mag AR is actually really useful, and Shawzy's doing a good job trying to hold himself together. He has perfect guns. He has no rotation though, so he doesn't want to use too many mats as he's going in. As now Flix is eyeing down someone. I think that's actually Shawzy he's eyeing down, as now Shawzy is going to start building. Shawzy now being shot from both angles, as now Shawzy's in a bit of a predicament. Flix now is actually going to start aiming his attention, as now he's actually being shot from in front. That looks like, yep, that is Maple taking some rip shots at Flix, as Flix trying everything, soft mats, hard mats, everything he can to get away from trying to get toward Maple. As look at this, Shawzy ripping in a third party at Flix. Flix's corner now. Flix trying to get some momentum back, as now he's going after Maple. Who's going to take it, Maple or Flix? As now we've seen this rivalry in the past, Maple and Flix. It's been a very hard knock life for both of them, but they know how to control their edits, their movement, their builds. Shawzy ripping at the high ground as he's going to try and rip some shots down on top. He takes a 24 hit, but what is Shawzy going to do? Shawzy now taking in some tags, taking everything they can, as Shawzy, as now Maple takes out Flix. As now Shawzy now, some major high ground advantages. Now Maple just staying within the reach, but Shawzy ripping at some shots from above. Can Maple hold it together with a one hit for Shawzy? Can he upset it? Can he make the upset of a lifetime? And no, he won't. Maple knocking him down, but the placement for Shawzy, perfect for him. And Maple just continuously, how about we make it a triple threat for the victories of Maple. Just taking it out. Taking out his aggression. Shawzy sitting in his third. Shawzy still can't get enough to stay up in third. Vander sitting in third place. Flicks in second. Maple with a triple threat victory. As we get set for our, I think this is our fourth game. As here we go. Seems like we aim our attention over to Slappy. Slappy. Now, this is going to be a Flicks getting those free points on my body. Someone launching in. Who is that? That's Vander. Vander launching in on Maple. What kind of strategy does Vander have here for Maple? Knowing that Vander sits in the third place spot, what's he gonna do? Vander actually trying to do something smart here as he's trying to take out the first place competitor. That's what you want to do if you want to take that first place spot. You want to try going after that first place competitor, and Flicks now sitting in the second place area. Vander now being targeted hard, and Maple just one step ahead of Vander. Shawzy, look at him just camping, waiting for the moments to strike, and my goodness now. Shawzy trying to take a couple of tags off, but not enough. As now he's being shot down. That's what you want to be careful for, is when people shoot you down and you don't have that battering ram. It could cost you so much. And now Flicks now is aiming his sights on Shawzy, trying everything to get some points back, as actually Flicks sits in that first place spot right now in this round. Maple has to make a move now, as now Maple sitting up on that high ground, just trying desperately. Everything he's trying to do here is try and keep that momentum going, trying to use every tactical advantage as he sits in that first place spot, holding his own. And now we go over to Flicks here. Flicks now just hiding behind that stone. Remember, hiding places can change any time when it comes to those zones. When you have to move, it costs you so dearly. But now Shawzy is launching in the air. Is this going to cost him? And Maple will take out Shawzy from that launch up to the air, as it's now the rivalry again. Flicks versus Maple. We've seen it in the past. We see it plenty of times. Maple now taking that slurp. He takes a bit of hit damage, but he has that slurp. That's gonna make Maple so vulnerable. But look at Flicks, 2 slurps to his name. Maple with 1 slap juice, 1 slurp. So Maple cannot waste these heals, as Maple just waiting, biding his time, using those smart edits, just controlling everything he can. Flicks just sitting up on that high ground, just pointing that pump, saying, "Come at me, Maple, come at me. I want all the pain, come at me." Now he's gonna launch down low. Was that a smart decision for Flicks, as Maple ripping in some shots with that combat SMG? Maple's in front! Under the water now. Maple needs to get out of there, as now Flicks on that high ground again. He popped off one of his slurps though. He popped one of his slurps, which means Flicks is down to 1 shield. He's down to 1 slurp. Flicks now, he's got to pop that slurp off if he wants to survive. Flicks with no chance at all. With that slurp, he tried to pop it off, and it's just not enough because Storm swallows him whole. Maple with a quadruple game. Oh my goodness. I think this is the first time we have ever seen a competitor so focused as of Maple right here. Chunky Monkey, get ready. I think you have a competitor waiting for you. With a 4th straight win, who can stop Maple? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, watching stream is cheating, so do not cheat in this stream. Remember, it's fair gameplay. It looks like we're going to Lucky Landing for our next game. All right, now the placement points have come in after the suicide attempt from me, but here we go. Maple, it's the first place man, Shawzy, Vander, and Flix. Flix look like he's already launching himself. He doesn't have a perfect zone, so it is kind of smart to get back in the zone, kind of get into that maneuver, but in that box, Maple sitting, waiting for the moments to strike. And now Maple's got to move, as now Vander also on the move, but Shawzy, perfect place. He doesn't need to move anywhere in a perfect zone. He doesn't have to move anywhere, but the problem is he doesn't want to get too high on the ground, above the ground, because he doesn't have a battering ram. But look at who's up on that high ground. Vander with the battering ram. That changes so much when you get that high ground. Even if when someone knocks you down, you have a perfect opportunity to launch away. Vander gonna keep on that high ground. He's looking for any person necessary to target Flix. Actually, is fighting a competitor right now, and Maple and Flix once again. As now shots ring out from up top. Shawzy just trying to keep himself out of the battles. Vander, though, look at him. He's sitting on top, as now Vander is going to try and launch away. Can he get away? But Vander, I don't think will hold his own as Maple with that twin mag AR. That twin mag AR is so rough when it comes to those launchers, especially when it comes to people launching it on you. And now Flix is going to actually kill Maple. Flix has a chance. It's now down to Shawzy and Maple. Flix and Shawzy. Now Flix going to put in the win streak for Maple. Ends in 4. Never done before in a Fortnite Legends machine. Skin custom as Flix, it got too cocky. Flix got too cocky, and Shawzy takes a victory royale. Beautiful move. Flix got too cocky, and Shawzy takes the victory. And Shawzy knocking off Vander off 3rd place. Shawzy takes 3rd place, knocking Vander off the 4th place spot. After Flix getting confident, you gotta feel some sort of remorse for Flix there. I can definitely say that was just a quick end for Flix. And now looks like we head to Retail Row for the next game. The placement points roll in. Looks like someone landing on the body. Who is that there? Someone landed on my body trying to get that loot. Who is that? Maple killing Vander. Maple now taking in some of that loot. Shawzy now, the 1st place man after last tournament, is actually sitting up on the high ground, but he wants to be careful. Remember, he is not, and I repeat, not, got a battering ram. As now it's Flix, Maple, and Shawzy, the final 2. As now Flix actually spots Maple and is treacherous. As now actually Maple's starting to take some tags off with that twin mag AR. That, remember, that AR is such a game changer. When someone has it in their hands, it changes at the drop of a dime. It's a crazy, crazy tactic, but it works so well. Now Maple has to roll into zone. Now all 3 men not in zone, but Maple actually is in zone, and he's starting to make his way into zone. He spots Flix in his path, and Flix now being sprayed at by Maple. As now he kills Maple, getting Shawzy, and now Maple and Flix. It's the rematch between these two, as now Flix is going to launch himself into the builds. Maple doesn't know where Flix had landed, as now Maple now sees the box. He's going to take that scoped SMG to his builds. Is now high ground for Flix. Flix wants revenge after that loss from Shawzy. Now Flix is coming up. As now Flix is going to make his way up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on our 6th round. After 6th round, we are actually going to take a we're going to take a quick break after this round, and I'm going to interview you guys in a minute because I have to actually eat, but it's okay. No problem. It's now between Flix versus Maple. Maple in Storm, trying to tarp. Flix now waiting for his moment. Coning, flooring, anything he can to get alive here. Maple with those slap juices, just wasting every single one of them. He has no more whites, no more blues. Maple now is going to try boxing Flix in. He's successful, but Maple's low. Flix is low. Who takes it? As it's Flix who finally gets his revenge after losing to Shawzy. And wow, beautiful maneuver. Ladies and gentlemen, round 6 is over, which means 4 more rounds. Here we go, the final 4. It comes down to this 7 game. We have 3 games left, ladies and gentlemen. My God. Maple with a hot streak on the first place leaderboard. You have to wonder. Looks like we're at retail again. I'm gonna assume that's Flix shooting at me. No, it's actually Maple with the free points. Smart decision going after my body. Now you can get some free loot off of that free new upgrades. And now Flix is sneaking up behind him. He knows what Maple had done. But is that actually bad for Flix? Did he just expose himself? But Flix actually getting a tag off. Flix is going to go after the first place person. What you want to actually try and do is you want to get rid of that first place competitor. Try and take some momentum back. But Maple popping a slurp, one of my slurps that I had, and now Shawzy sitting in a bush waiting for the right moment. Now Shawzy's going to start moving away from that bush. He's actually in zone, so he doesn't have to move anywhere. He doesn't have to try and take a chance. Vander now also in zone. He's just sitting there waiting his time. He's like, I'm going to start peeking. I'm going to wait for my moment. But Flix is full focused on Maple here. Maple's actually trying to take shots at Shawzy. Maple seeing perfectly as Shawzy can see Flix up on high ground. He don't have a battering ram though, so if he gets shot down, Flix is done for. So he has to actually be careful. And now he's going to take shots on Maple. Maple going down a very hard path here on his health. Flix spraying, doing whatever he can to get Maple out in the open for shots. Maple now, is he going to have enough to stay alive here as he's being wrung out by everyone? And it looks like Maple will probably go down. Can he get the revive off? And Maple not good enough. Vander will take the points away from Flix. Vander now sitting up in the first place role is now Flix trying to get in the zone. He doesn't have a battering ram, so he is literally storm camping here. He's trying to find some way of getting in the zone, but he has only blues. He has no sense of white. Shawzy and Vander. Now Vander now waiting for his moment. He's trying to wait here. Now Vander with his last slurp will pop it off. But now Shawzy's actually in zone, but looks like he's gonna... Is he gonna eliminate? Yeah, and Vander will get Shawzy. Now it's Flix and Vander. Flix on the ultimate high ground, but Shawzy has a way brighter zone. The only thing Vander has to do is try to maintain those zones. And Vander taking out Flix. There is absolutely no way it happened. And Vander, revenge after bumped down to 4th place. Vander with round number 7 Beautiful. But it won't be enough to get him out of 4th place, as he only needs 10 points to get back up onto 3rd. Remember, guys, there's only 2 more games left, and then the score from everyone will be tallied and put onto the leaderboards. Remember, if you don't have a lot of points because of the other people, it's because there were more people. The more people, the better. The more people, the better points you have. And now, round number 8. Now the placement points are in. Six points for every competitor. Now Vander landing already. And looks like Flix is actually aiming his attention to Shawzy. Is Shawzy going to get beamed out of the air? And Shawzy, just by 1 HP, is still alive. Shawzy's got to pop those whites, and fast, as he's going to now do that. He's still not in zone yet, but Vander actually is in zone. He's going to start getting some of those materials back. And now Flix is actually aiming his attention toward what looks to be Shawzy. Shawzy trying to do everything to get away. Shawzy actually rang a shot through Flix. Shawzy now is trying to get away, and now Flix is actually being sprayed by Vander. And Flix taking out Shawzy, but a distraction caused Maple from behind. Every heal that he gets is almost too much for Maple or Flix to handle. Maple and Flix are in Storm, but Vander just sits there waiting for his moment. He takes a ring off of Flix and Maple. Vander now sees his moment to strike. He's going to go in to his box. He's in the box now. A pump by Vander, and Maple will finish the job. Maple with 5 wins to the record books. My God. Well, everyone's gotten 1 win, but Maple making the shock of a lifetime of 4 wins in 4 matches. Will probably never be done before in the first ever tournament. This will definitely go down in the Legends Machine history books of tournaments. Indefinitely. And here we go as we get set for our 9th game, our 4th one, our final one coming soon, as now here we go. And Shawzy actually taking the points off of knocking down my builds. That's actually smart. You want to go after me first because that's free points. Because you don't get the placement points, and you actually get the placement points and the kill points. But from behind, it's Flix. It's Flix and Vander. Vander now trying to get away. Vander trying everything he can to get away from Flix. It's not very good for Vander right here, as now Flix has to take out Vander. It's a hard choice for Flix, but Shawzy still sits in the first place spot. Flix in second in this round, and now Maple sitting in the 3rd place. Maple actually trying to get some of those slaps back. Shawzy's getting some heals back. He's actually got full stacks of splash. He actually accidentally threw a splash, and from behind, ringing out some shots. That there's Flix, and Maple catching Shawzy with a distraction. It's now down to Maple and Flix. We've seen the rivalry before. We've seen the tension that builds from these 2 competitors. We know how important this tournament means to them. They want that skin badly. They say, I want the first place spot. I want the skin. And Maple actually being smart, trying to go at the bottom builds, knocking down everything to try and make Flix drawn out to the open. The only problem with Maple is he's in zone better than what Flix is right now. So Flix has got to move. Flix has the whites, but so does Maple. The only problem with Maple is he doesn't have the blues if he uses his slap. And now Maple is actually using his previous builds, trying some form of transport here. And Maple, and now Flix actually doesn't have a lot of shield, but Maple has a lot of health. Flix doesn't have a lot of shield, but Maple has plenty shield, plenty health, but Flix, every time he tries to go for those beams, he can't get it, and now Flix forcing to use his big pot, try and get those shields back, and he actually manages to pop it off, but I don't know what this decision is here for Flix, but he actually got a 20 free in on Maple. Maple's gonna try and get that shield back. It's now between the two mightiest builders of the century here, as it's Flix versus Maple. Maple trying to roll in. It's now Flix, and Flix will go down. Maple with another win. Make that 6 in a row, sir, says Maple. Wow. I think Maple really said, let's make it 6 in a row with 296 points from Maple. Maple might actually shock the world and win the final game to get 300 points to bump off second place in all the standings. As the volume, as here we go, final game. It's time. As we end final game, what a treat. Frosty Flights. We end the games here at the same map we had last game. What a treat. Maple will get the free points from me. What a smart decision for Maple, getting placement and the kill points. But he's actually going after Vander. Shawzy will fight Flix. Everyone's going at each other. Vander going after Maple going after Vander. Flix is going after Shawzy. It's literally a one-on-one-on-one-on-one. Everyone's still alive in this match, and Shawzy with the major high ground advantage. Shawzy's actually trying to keep himself hidden. He's trying to get away from the fight, but Flix will clap in, and Flix will take out Shawzy, and unfortunately for Shawzy, that was going to be it for him, as well as for Vander. It's now down. It was meant to be. It's down to the Ringmasters, Maple and Flix, one more time. Can Maple actually capture a very huge lead of 7 wins in this tournament, or can Flix upset the whole Maple fan base and take a second win to his throne? It's time to find out, as Maple coning, walling, tarping, whatever he can to keep himself alive. He's going to now use that launcher. Flix trying to spray him out of the air. Can Flix nail a shot? He actually managed to get one shot in, and Flix expose and seize Maple, as Flix is gonna launch up to the high ground, get the early zone. As Maple now doesn't want to try and use that launcher. He's got one last slurp to his name. Maple now is waiting for his moment. Flix coning and flooring on top of the high ground advantage. He knows now that Maple is exposed under that mountain. Now Flix is just sitting there saying, come on, little boy, peek, peek, please. I want this victory. Now both are incredibly hurt, but who got the worst of that? It's gonna be Maple, gonna try and make the upset for Flix. This is a huge maneuver by Maple, getting that high ground. He has a slurp, and now Flix is gonna try knock down Maple spraying Flicks out of the air, and Maple will take the final victory of round number 10. 8 wins, will you please? And that will be it for weekend round 1 of week number 1. The Maple fan base is smiling. Everyone return to lobby. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much. We're actually going to interview everyone right now. Let's actually interview with the people right now as we interview with Vander first. Vander, welcome back.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, Vander, it was a tough game, but how'd you feel in your first week of round 1?
I felt good, I guess.
Well, that's good to hear. I hope you, I wish you the best in week 2. Hopefully you'll be back for Thursday. If not, we'll see you on Saturday next week.
Oh, I don't know if I'll be back Thursday. I might. I don't know. I think.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me, Vander, and have a great day. And now we'll interview with Shawzy. Maple, can you please stop doing that emote real quick? Well, Shawzy, welcome.
Hi.
How does it feel to take the 3rd place spot in the weekend tournament?
Really good.
How would you feel going into those battles knowing that Maple and Flix and Vander were all after you, trying to get after that? I mean, that win against Flix was an eyebrow raiser for a lot of your fan base.
Yeah.
How'd you feel going into that battle?
It was nervous at first. I had killed them like once or twice, but I somehow managed to get 3rd, so I'm happy for what I got.
What do you think you're placing in the whole tournament?
Maybe 6th.
6? I like your confidence. Well, Shawzy, I hope I see you in the next weekend's weekend battle, and we'll see you very soon.
Yeah. See ya.
And now we interview with our 2nd place throne winner, the man, the myth, the legend, it's Flix. Welcome, Flix.
Hello.
So, all these battles with Maple, how did you feel? You know, your body was shivering and everything with that. You were trying to be so cocky in that fight with Shawzy. What happened?
Yeah. What happened? When I had my builds out, I thought I had my shotgun out, and when I was about to shoot him, it would have hit him, but it somehow pulled out my slurps, and he got a lucky win on that. I would have easily won that.
Well, Flix, what is this? What do you think you got in this placement in the whole tournament? Tell me.
I mean, you kind of just said I got 2nd, so...
No, in this tournament, in week 1 of round 1's whole tournament. This one.
I think I got either 3rd or 4th or 2nd. Somewhere.
Well, I like your confidence, Flix, and I hope to see you back again for next weekend's weekend battle. And please stay safe out there, all right?
I see.
And now, the 1st place winner of the week 1, round 1 weekend battle. He's the only man in history to score 4 wins in 4 rounds. Give it up Maple fan base for Maple.
Hype.
Maple, the shock of a lifetime. 4 wins in 4 rounds will probably never be done before. What's your reaction to that?
Man, that was crazy. I could have went for 5, but it was so chaotic to walk around. I was getting focused. I felt like I was just too popular, you know? It's just like Buga's first game after World Cup. I was getting focused by everybody. It was crazy. That's how I felt. This is a very important tournament for me, and I hope to win the finals. Come
All
first
right,
place
Maple.
and get that skin.
What do you think you stand on the whole standings leaderboard? I mean, with Chunky Monkey and Kimura sitting in the first and second place spot and Aces being in third, what do you think you stand out for?
Good. I think I did really good. I think I might be second, first place, you know? Never back down, never give up.
That catchphrase carried you all the way to the top with 4 wins in 4 rounds. Maple, that'll be never done before in a Legends Machine tournament. Maple, to all your fan base, what do you got to say?
Like and subscribe to Legends Machine, and like and subscribe to Maple A, and stay hydrated because I'm drinking water, and I drink water during the tournament.
All right, Maple. Well, thank you, and I hope to see you next weekend's tournament.
See ya.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now comes the biggest responsibility, the tallying. Let me go back into stream and let's see who placed in the top spots. Here we go. We go to our final match and we review who takes the wins. As ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to review them and then I will let you know. So I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, the standings are up. To the 5 people that are watching, who is ready to hear the standings for the end of week number 1? In first place with 345 points, Chunky will sit on his first place, not bumped. Second place with the eyebrow raiser with 338 points, Maple takes second place. In third place with 301 points, Kimura. In fourth place with 283 points, Aces. In fifth place with 254 points, HH the best. In sixth place with 246 points, Flix. In seventh place with 215 points, Haas. In eighth place with 151 points, Shazi. In ninth place with 146 points, Trapshot. In 10th place with 143 points, Vander. And the final place, 11th, with 104 points, Zanebane. If you don't believe me, you can check my community post under updated tournament standings. Maple, it's not the finals yet, buddy. We're only just midway through the tournament. This is only just the beginning. Yes, Shazi, 8th. So you know how we end it, guys. We end it. So now you'll be back for week 2, Maple. Either in the weekend battle or the non-weekend battle. It doesn't matter which one. Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing, terrific gameplay. My name is Legend Machine, and I give you the replays of the weekend battles. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a great day. Stay a legend. Peace.